it's Miss Taylor again, and today we're going to be learning all about different kinds of shapes. So what are some of your favorite shapes? Or some shapes that you remember learning about before? All right, great job. So there are so many different kinds of shapes. So some examples of these are circles, and there are also some stars, which we learned about in our last lesson, all about the solar system. And then we have some hearts and rectangles, and then some squares, and the last one I have to show you are triangles. So these are only just a couple of shapes that there are. There are so many more. Great job, everyone! Alright, so now we're going to read a book that is all about shapes. So this book is called Big Box of Shapes, and it is written by Wiley Blevins and illustrated by Elliot Kroloff. Does anybody know what it means for a book to be illustrated? Great job! So for a book to be illustrated means that it has pictures. So the illustrator of a book draws all of the pictures for the book. So for example, our front cover has two little kids and a dog and a big box of shapes. So the illustrator of this book is named Elliot. So Elliot actually drew all of the pictures in this book, which is super fun. All right, let's get started. Lulu and Max found a box. It was filled with many shapes. Lulu pulled out a square. Then she took out a triangle. "I'll put it on top," she said. What did Lulu make? So what do we think Lulu made right here? All right, let's see. A house. "I will live in the house with my grandma and grandpa," said Lulu. Max took out a big circle from the box. Then he added 3 smaller circles. "Now it needs a smile," said Max. What did Max make? So what do we think Max made? Great job, everyone! Max made a happy face. "That makes me smile too," said Lulu. "Look," yelled Lulu, "a rectangle." She added 2 small circles and a square to it. What did Lulu make now? Great job! A truck. Vroom vroom. Lulu shared her shapes with Max. "Thank you," said Max. "I will use them to make a hat for my happy face." Lulu and Max dug deeper into the box. They found more shapes. Lulu made a kite with a diamond and a magic wand with a star. Max made a turtle with an oval and sunglasses with 2 hearts. "There are so many shapes in here," said Lulu and Max. What else can we make?" Lulu and Max stacked the shapes up. And what did they make? What do we think they made? This is a tough one. A big mess. The end. Great job, everyone! So in the book, we learned about all kinds of different shapes, but now we're going to be focusing on specifically squares. So this is a square. So now we're going to be sorting things based on if we think they're squares or if they're not squares. So I'm going to need everyone's help because I don't think I can do this by myself. It might be a little bit difficult. Do you think you can help me? All right, let's go. All right, so our first thing is this window. So do we think that this window is a square? This is a tough one. All right, great job. So this window is a square. So we can put it on this side. All right. Next, ooh, we have this birdhouse. So do we think that this birdhouse is a square or not a square? Great job. So the birdhouse is not a square. All right. Next, we have this checkerboard. So do we think that this checkerboard is a square or is it not a square? Great job. The checkerboard is a square. All right, next one. Ooh, a donut. That sounds really good right now. Do we think that this donut is a square or is it not a square? Great job. The donut is not a square. The donut is actually a circle. All right. And what about this little pattern? So do we think that this pattern is a square or is it not a square? Great job. So the pattern is a square. All right. Ooh, what about the stop sign? We see these every day. Is the stop sign a square or is the stop sign not a square? Great job. The stop sign is not a square. All right. Ooh, next we have this penny. So is this a square or is the penny not a square? What do we think? Great job. So the penny is not a square. Just like the donut, the penny is a circle. All right, and last but not least, we have another pattern. This kind of looks like a floor maybe. So do we think that this is a square or is this not a square? Great job. So this pattern is a square. The outside of it looks like a square. All right, so it looks like we did a great job sorting these. So we have a lot of different kinds of shapes here. So all of these ones are squares, but then these ones are some different shapes. So we have some circles and just a bunch of other different fun shapes. So there are a lot of different shapes in the world. Great job! All right, so now we're going to do some super fun shape yoga. So we're actually going to pretend to make some shapes with our bodies, and if you get creative, we actually can look like the shapes. All right, so first we can just make a triangle. Could also kind of look like a diamond, but we're going to pretend like it's a triangle. All right, and next we can be a star. So if we just open our legs and our arms, if you pretend, we can look like a star with our entire body. All right, next a circle. We just put our arms above our head. All right, and then last, to be a square or I guess a rectangle, we can just stand like this and our entire body will just look like a rectangle. All right, let's try it again. So first, let's be a triangle or a diamond. And then next we can be a star. All right, great job. Next, a circle. If we round our arms. And last, be a square. All right, great job, everyone. So, what is everyone's favorite shape that we talked about today? I would have to say that mine is probably a star because of all the fun different sides, but what is everyone else's favorite shape? Great job, see you next time.